Hello, welcome to my PowerPoint presentation. Our final assignment for course 581, Adult Organizational Learning and Leadership, Theory, Practices, and Challenges of Leadership with Dr. Sydney Freeman. In my final presentation, I will discuss my takeaway from our text, The Four Disciplines of Execution by Chris McChesney, Sean Covey, and Jim Hulling. I will present to you my introduction, wildly important goals, also known as WIGs, lead and lag measures, my compelling scorecard, followed by my conclusion. My name is Kelly Ferguson, and I'm in my final stages of the AOLL grad program at the University of Idaho. I earned my undergrad degree in psychology from the University of Idaho in May of 2016 and will graduate with my master's degree in May of 2018. I have been married to my best friend for over 28 years, and we have 5 beautiful children who do take up most of my time. Also, my husband and I have owned our own businesses for over 15 years, and we are starting a new business this last fall. We own a small business called Mantle Retractable Screens that specializes in retractable screens. My husband is our master installer, and I am the sales representative and customer service specialist. We're in the startup phase of our newest addition to our business. We specialize in outdoor living spaces as well as front doors, French doors, garages, patios, and more. Our company slogan is "Don't distract, retract." Being a good business leader is more about empowering others to become the best versions of themselves. And as leaders and parents, it is required of us to inspire others in becoming their best self. Jeffrey Pfeiffer discussed this in his book, Power. Great leaders often curate amazing people and then keep them connected to the company in a variety of ways. For those that want to create their own business, it requires faith, courage, trust, and of course, risk-taking. In The Four Disciplines of Execution, the author stated that great leaders are created through trial and error amid adversity in many cases. However, once you've learned the techniques of true leadership and influence, you will be able to build the confidence that is required in taking the lead. The four disciplines of execution are used as precise rules for translating strategy into action at all levels of an organization, from Fortune 500 companies to mom and pop businesses such as my own. When the disciplines are applied, they are known to produce amazing results by tapping into our human desire to win that exists within all of us. The four disciplines are as follows. Number one, focus on our wildly important goals, known as WIGs. Two, acting on our laid out leads and lag measures. Three, keep a compelling scorecard that is legible and available for all to see in the organization. And four, to create a cadence of accountability. The first discipline of execution is our wildly important goals, or WIGs. The authors stress that leaders and organizations need to have only 1 to 3 WIGs at a time. Through their research, they've learned that our chances of achieving 2 to 3 goals with excellence is high, versus the more goals we try to juggle at once, the less likely we'll be able to achieve them. As the table shows, if we choose 1 to 2 goals, we will achieve those goals with excellence. However, if we choose 4 to 10 goals, the likelihood of achieving only 1 to 2 of those goals is high. But if we set out to achieve 11 to 20 goals when we have the whirlwind, our achievement rate would fall to a flat 0. We go about determining our WIGs. We must not forget to keep it simple, attainable, and achievable. The authors inform us to not ask ourselves, what's the most important goal of the day? Because everything is important, right? Instead, ask, if everything else were to remain the same, what is the one thing I could do right now that would have the greatest impact on our rate of return or rate of investment? Once we have our WIGs figured out, there are 2 ways to implement the strategies. Number one is with a stroke of a pen, and number two, our goals will require behavioral changes that is necessary to carry out those goals. Another reason for choosing only 2 to 3 is what the authors refer to as the whirlwind. The whirlwind is our day-to-day operations and the urgent demands of the day. Those incessant demands suck up an enormous amount of our time on the job, and if we tried to add several wigs to the day, it would only lead to frustration and our goals would fly out the window. Two wigs are number one, to become top producers in the retractable screen business in our region in the first 12 months of operation. I will break it down to the first quarter of 2018. Number two, to increase sales by 200% in the first quarter. In the 12 consecutive months, our wig is to increase revenue by 600%. My research has shown that this is a plausible goal. We are currently in third place and on target to become top producers by the year's end of 2018. Our distributor has given us top billing on Google Ads, which has helped tremendously in the first month of operations. We have also been given a great hot market with our current employer, which most other screen dealers are not granted the opportunity. We are currently in 5 to 8 homes per day installing window coverings, which closely aligns with our retractable screens. Out of the 5 to 8 clients we see each day, 4 to 6 show a great interest in our products, which increases our opportunity to reach our wigs in the first 12 consecutive months of 2018. 2. I will discuss my lead measures for the first quarter of operations. A good lead measure has two basic components to act on. They must be predictive and influential. I like the example that is given in our book that illustrates lead and lag measures effectively. While you cannot control how often your car breaks down on the road, which is a lag measure, you can certainly control how often your car receives routine maintenance, a lead measure. In our business, we are looking to add 2 additional sales representatives in the first quarter of 2018, 1 per month. We must allot the time for training and certification that will be required for each new hire. By year's end, we're looking to bring an additional 6 new sales reps and 2 new master installers on board while keeping our focus of our goal of increasing revenue and heading for top producers in the first year. Our lead measures will also include training and certification each quarter to strive for excellence and increase our advertising budget by 200% in the first quarter. We will also increase our hot markets and our referrals from 5 per day to 20 per day from our advertising and marketing campaigns, plus our additional new hires. Moving on to lag measures, which measure our goals and is vital in implementing our wigs. We must remember to take into effect our day-to-day operations. Good time management skills are a must. Time is our most precious commodity, and learning to use it wisely is one of the most important goals we could ever achieve. Therefore, it cannot be underestimated when we are creating our wigs. We must ensure we remain on target for achieving our sales quotas, and as we hire additional new sales reps at 2 to 3 per quarter, we will increase our profits when we know that they have been appropriately trained from the beginning. If those sales quotas are not met, we will go back to the drawing board to figure out what can be done to assist each new sales rep to ensure they meet the goal of 5 sales per week or 1 sale per day. We will also require weekly meetings and quarterly seminars, training, and certifications. We will also reach our referral expectations of 7 per day to create that sale quota of 5 per week. My compelling scorecard breakdown. The first chart shows our goals for the first quarter of 2018. The second chart below shows the actual activities that we've achieved in the last quarter of 2017. We've only achieved 33% of our current quarter because we just began the business at the end of October 2017. Obviously, we have some work to do, but we are excited about the opportunity to grow exponentially in the next year. Here is a recap of my compelling scorecard that illustrates our 4 disciplines of execution. Our wigs, to increase our revenue and profits and become top producers in the first year. Lead measures, including advertising and marketing budgets, and as they increase, our leads and referrals and contacts will also increase. We're going to hire additional sales reps and technicians that will increase our sales and service. I will also be using a to-do list and a checklist. Our lag measures include training and certifications, advertising budgets, and well-informed sales reps, customer service reps, and technicians. And to ensure we maintain a good reputation in our business affairs for years to come. My cadence for accountability will come from good customer service satisfaction by utilizing surveys, and a great form of accountability is certainly our referrals base. And finally, my conclusion. There are two principal things a leader can influence when it comes to producing results: our strategy and our ability to execute those strategies. The ideas and strategies I've learned through this course, I will implement and test them in my own new business model with consistency and success. Thank you for taking the time to listen to my presentation. It has been a fun-filled and informative course, and I want to wish each and every one of you a Merry Christmas and a very, very happy New Year.